that we are at a tie match at the drop. Double gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They need to be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Deadhard could get them the distance to get it too. Smart shot.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are going to teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Oh, the grab! Yes! That is disappointing.
This is be a 4-man out because.
Yeah, but they will be able to block this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body block. Oh, they were here.
Why is that like that default?
Yeah, I just got a message from a friend saying that we're muted.
I pinged you guys and I said something in chat too, but I was like, I don't think they actually saw it. So I came over instead.
All right, we are back in. Yeah, okay. Audio is fixed. I don't know why those. Okay, you know what? Folks, just a PSA. Both my PCs have had Windows updates, and both of them have had their audio devices reset, because that happened on my main PC, and now apparently my streaming PC also just had the same problem.
That's too bad.
All right, well, now we're back in it. Apologies to everybody. We had some great back and forth banter, and none of it was heard.
We
I'm
really
sad
did,
now.
yeah. Very clever jokes too.
Top quality casting.
For sure. I think what are the important? What are the cliff notes of what we mentioned? Corrupt intervention is sometimes used on indoor maps. It was used here, and it seems decent. Old game was better than new game. This gen has Call of Brine. Legion pin. If they get a teammate to mend them, they don't break. And yeah, I think you're caught up now.
All right, we're gonna call that the Jukebox wrap up, and it is now a thing. You are bound by license to perform that at will. Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Right, but apologies for that, folks. It is Petroleum versus How Do We Get Here. Guildspire is on the Legion. We are playing on the game. And honestly, pretty good back and forth so far. I mean, especially like on a map like the game with this many pallets. Legion seems to be holding their own for the most part.
Yeah, no tunnel out in progress just yet, but a good amount of pressure spread to the survivors and some decent stages as well, considering how far we are into the game. 3 stages for 2 gens is pretty damn good for Legion, I'd say.
I would say so. You know what? I actually straight up jinxed this match. I'm just realizing. So, folks, before we actually went live, Jukebox and I were talking, and I specifically said, I'm glad I shouldn't be able to have a microphone or audio issue as I tuned it beforehand. But essentially, it was not properly tuned on Windows side.
I think your exact words were talking into the void.
Yeah, actually, yeah, straight up. No
Seems
cap.
like you did that again.
It really did. I'm like, I straight up jinxed us so badly, and I apologize for that.
Rue has friends in the void.
I do. They refer to me as uncle at this point.
Some bloodless action going on right here on the God pallet.
Bloodless gaming on the God pallet.
Actually, with the door open, they're finally breaking it. Come on, all that work.
Oh, 15 seconds of bloodless. You could have waited 10 more for tier 2. Come on.
Absolutely. Is there God pallet? Yeah, God pallet's still up here. This is God pallet number 54.
But it's God pallet that's blocking.
Oh no! Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh. How often does that spawn now? I never see a God pallet spawn like that anymore.
I don't think it's guaranteed, but it happens. Okay, so the thing about this map is it's besides the corners, it's completely randomized.
Mm-hmm.
Like completely.
Right.
And so you can get that as a variation. If you get those two next to each other, it works. If you get a metal door next to one of those God pallets, it works. So that's the only time you get it, though. It has to be that exact combination, which I guess there's a few combinations that work for that, so it's got to be at least somewhat common.
Okay. I guess it. To be fair though, that does open up when the generator's done. So maybe the times that it's spawned for me, the generator was just already completed.
That's possible. Also, I see a lot of killers breaking those walls in pubs at the very least, which I think is kind of a mistake because.
Why? I asked this last week. Why do people break those doors? Like, there's never a situation that I could see is worth it.
Yeah, very few at the very least. Looks like Guilt is gonna try to secure a kill, but
Hitting the Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy coming for the trade. Oh no, but maybe for the best with the tunnel out here for the Lori. Lori is on Deathhook now.
True.
So if Guilt can get this tunnel out right here, that could be very beneficial for at least later in the game. Yep, breaking the power with that eerie button.
Yep. See Call of Brine going off.
Freezer window. Yeah, Call of Brine off in the distance. Such an important perk in the current meta, but gens are getting done very quickly right now.
Absolutely. Honestly, it would have been really sweet to be able to see that gen get done in time for the Lord to be able to run through those doors like it was planned.
Like a movie.
Yeah. Like some kind of cinematic.
Open the doors, I'm on my way. Like. like some like Star Wars scene.
True. Wow, they actually got that hit
down.
and an eruption.
Ooh, that's gonna be very, very helpful because that gen might have been close. I mean, they were on it for a while.
True. Yeah, they're going for this hook instead of going up there and stopping it. I mean, I guess if they're incapacitated, no one else is able to rotate on the gen, they'd have like, what, 24
Yeah.
seconds?
Also worth noting that this is somewhat of a 3-gen. This gen spread is not terrible.
That's
So,
true.
This is holdable, especially in a 1v3 situation. If you can injure everyone and force Call of Brine to break off, to regress the gen while they're resetting, then you can actually play this really, play it like a plague almost. So
True.
I think this is definitely doable. They're resetting right now, which means that's more time for Call of Brine on this main or middle area gen to regress here.
Yeah, I had a similar thing the other day. I forget the exact map they took me to, but it was a 4-stack. And I had Call of Brine Overcharge, and I managed to get one of them out of the game, and we had a 3-gen left. And Call of Brine Overcharge won the game because they were 90'd on a gen, and it just obliterated it.
Yeah, especially if you're playing a killer that can injure people very quickly. They are just forced to leave and reset, and while they're resetting, you regress their gen to nothing. So
True.
it's great. It's fantastic for 3-gen killers for that reason, and so it's another reason why it's so oppressively strong on Nurse, on like Cold Tower, for example.
Oh, for sure. For
Because
sure.
like, how are you gonna break that? If it's uncleansable ruin, how are you gonna break that 3-gen?
You probably aren't. You're probably just going to die.
Yeah, I mean, it is, you know, most of the time that is the case. And yeah, taking the gens, applying Call of Brine for the information as well.
True.
He's definitely going to need to get some tags, some hits here soon with Frenzy if he wants to spread the pressure and regress these gens more.
True.
I think ideally you'd want to hit all of them and then you could commit to one.
Yeah, they might be able to commit to the Nancy here if they really feel... No, they're not. One thing also, I think they want to make sure that they get Eruption applied to all these generators.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, making sure that all these gens are Eruption viable, so no matter what gen they decide to hop on, there is at least a shot. Oh, Nancy didn't come back and tag that gen. Good call-outs, though, from these survivors. They are long gone by the time the Legion comes around.
Yeah, that's absolutely critical right now, although looks like we're finally going to be catching one of these survivors off guard. Unfortunately, though, it's the med kit, so... getting the hit,
Indeed.
though. Information on both survivors here.
I think they're going to be able to follow this up with a second one. Oh,
Yeah,
that pallet's right there.
They
They get the
hit.
hit. They didn't drop the pallet either for stun. I thought it would have stunned the survivor just to make sure they didn't tag, but I guess if you're going to be sticking on to the second survivor, you're in a good spot.
I think just based on the hits he's been getting this game so far, they just knew it was going to hit either way, so might as well save the pallet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that survivor's going to have to go reset now, unless they have some way to reset themselves. Well, the other survivor has a medkit, so they could probably reset themselves if it isn't empty by now. But looks like catching this is probably the perfect situation, is finding the medkit here.
Right. Yeah, it looks like they were, I think her and the Claudette were trying to finish that last gen, but unable to. Oh, trying to cut in front of the survivor. Cheeky.
That would have been cool.
That would have been.
I think he's really hoping for a down here for the eruption, because
True.
they could be doubling that now, so you really need this regression in place, but not able to get the down quite yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's so slick that that staircase was right there to leap back up into it as well.
Yeah, but it looks like all are injured now, and
Michaela's
Michaela
broken.
got broken. Yeah.
So did Nancy. That's the med kit.
That's the med kit too. This is a very ideal situation right now.
True. However, they will be able to get back to this pallet, and yeah, Legion knows that is going to go back to this generator. Yeah, this gen has a lot of progress. This needs to get Call of Brine. Oh man.
Yeah. And now these survivors they can't really do a whole lot without resetting themselves right now, but 2 of them can't even heal.
True, true. I mean, if you can keep sending someone to tag that gen, keep them regressing too badly with Call of Brine, you might be able to wait out the broken status effects. Uh-oh. This Nancy's in trouble here, I think.
Yeah, if she can loop around this for long enough, they might be able to pop the gen, but it looks like she's running for the next god palette, but it is not here. And
That
it's the
same
dead
spot.
end.
Oh, and there is the eruption. Claudette's going to be incapacitated for 24 seconds. Call of Brine is going to continue to regress that generator. That is insane. Yeah, Call of Brine eruption. I think that... I'm not going to lie, and no spoilers here. They're nothing for set. I think in the next season, this might be looked at as a combo that we might ban. Because it is everywhere.
I mean, yeah, there really aren't that many options anymore, to be fair. So
True.
We're very limited now with all of the perks that got nerfed.
True, Ruin's just dead.
The killers are, yeah, Ruin. I think Ruin is legitimately a dead perk now.
I've seen it occasionally. I'm just like, I would rather have literally anything other than it. Oh, this gen now has progress actually.
Well, they're spreading out the pressure here now.
Still a lot of hook stages left for these survivors to go through and then get this last gen done, but yeah, Collarbone Eruption makes it very difficult. And there's no pallets back here anymore either.
Yeah, catching the Michaela out here with no pallets. Should be another Eruption if he can get the hit here, which he should be able to.
Should be able to, yeah.
Yep. Eruption still activates when you open the locker. So,
True. It's put into the dying state by any means, right?
Yes.
Yes, they will get that eruption trigger. If the survivors are... Collarbone is activating. They are on that generator. They are jamming it out right now.
Yeah, I guess hopping in the locker was a way to confirm that they know exactly when the down's going to happen, so they can call out to get off the gen. That was probably their thought process. But if this gets interrupted, this could be a potential 4K because there's only 2 survivors left in this situation, and yeah, it's not even close to done.
No, it's not. Collarbone just did work. I'm okay with that though. Collarbone is a really cool perk that I'm glad that got put into the game. It's out of the Onyo chapter, it might be one of the best things that came out of it, in my opinion.
Honestly, you're probably right. I couldn't even. Right now, my brain is even blank to like Merciless Storm, Collarbone, and what was the last one?
That's a very good question. I'm sure like everyone in chat knows, and we're just looking like idiots here.
Yeah, I usually know this stuff, but my brain has gone completely blank. Even Survivor perk-wise, it was kind of disappointing. Like Empathetic Connection.
Empathetic was cool.
It's a cool concept.
Oh wait, no,
I wish it were better.
Parental guidance was the cool
one.
Parental
guidance, yeah, parental guidance is cool, and Dark Theory in theory is a good perk. And a cool perk,
I hate you for that joke.
I wasn't even trying. I mean, what else am I supposed to say?
That's a good
On
point.
paper, it's a good perk.
True. It is spicy. Yeah, I'm going blank on the other Onyo perk.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know what it is. It's
Merciless.
Forgettable, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, what's funny is that nothing changed with Collarbone in the update. Absolutely nothing.
True.
This
it's
perk
just,
was always this good.
Yeah. It was just, you always had Ruin, you always had some other thing you could go to that was just more effective, but
yeah,
now that kicking gens is better, Eruption and other kicking perks in general got better. Yeah,
I can't, like, my brain is like, imagine if people had realized how good it was back then and ran, like, Pop Collarbone on Cold Tower Nurse.
True. Oh, there we go. There's
like, Ruin always gets cleansed.
There's chat for us. It was Floods of Rage.
Floods of Rage? Oh, okay, you know, that is actually a good perk. I can't believe I completely forgot about that. I see that every time I play against a Nurse in pubs, they have Floods of Rage, every single time.
Yeah, but that's because it's Nurse, and now it's not even gonna be Floods of Rage anymore. Now it's gonna be Wesker's new perk. What is it? Awareness something?
Oh, I don't even remember what it's called. The perk that is only usable with Surstrike? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is going to be so much fun.
That is going to be insane. I love how we're like, oh, like our little pet killer's like, oh, that's going to be such a fun perk to play with. Nurse is like loading their shotgun like, oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah. Nurse is like the big muscular dude in the back just like pumping iron. It's like all the wimpy killers in front with their tiny little weights, and then it's like a gigantic dumbbell in the back.
That's so accurate though. Nurse is just such a different level. Also, did they actually fix the add-ons for the range in the PTB?
They did. Yeah, they actually did.
Holy cow, Behavior, I could kiss you on the lips.
Yeah, like
Thank you.
It wasn't even in the patch notes. People just discovered it on their own and then asked Head of Balancing on Twitter, and he said that was intentional.
Man, Behavior is killing it. Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy. Thank you. We're one step closer to making Nurse reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's cool though. I'm really glad that happened. That's really neat. So now it's time for hatch games. Do you think?
Yeah,
okay, coin flip. Do you think Legion or Nancy's gonna get it?
Current situation, I'd probably say Nancy, but it's random, so.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh. Alright, thing about the game, though, is that you can no-light these gates, especially since I think these are really split gates.
Oh yeah, for sure. For
Oh yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah. These are the most split you can get on this map.
Oh, but they saw Nancy. Wait, did Gil see Nancy on the left? They didn't.
I
They
saw
didn't see
that.
Nancy.
No, turn around.
Turn around, Gil's fire.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I saw a bright red medkit.
Oh yeah, they should definitely have dropped that med kit.
Yeah, that was pretty much a dead giveaway. Oh no.
Oh.
And they could have potentially no-lighted that just now.
I think they did. Hold on. They did, and they got the resilience.
And they got resilience. Oh no.
This Nancy is getting out. Oh my word.
That's so unfortunate. I can't believe he didn't see her.
Oh man, that's 2 fresh hook stages out this exit gate. Here comes the Legion, but it's not in time. The no-ed.
The no-ed.
Oh, beautiful. Again, still a very strong W for the Legion. That is 21 points. However, Survivor's able to get 8 points in gens, and that is 2 fresh hook stages out. That is 10 points for the Survivors. So a 4K, which by the way, care to take a gander as to what we're going to be seeing next?
I wish I could, but I don't have access to the channel.
Ah, get wrecked. It is a Spirit.
Oh my.
Yeah, so Spirit, I would say on this map is a much stronger killer than Legion.
I personally think that this could be a fun. Don't kill me, chat, but I feel like this could be a fun comp map for her. Like actually, I think we could rotate this in. Come on, DVD, I'll make it happen, please.
Maybe, just maybe. Who knows? I never thought we would see inside maps ever in comp, and I'm really glad that I think it was you and some other people said, no, you should definitely try it. I love it. I'm so glad we have inside maps now.
It's
this
a good
is so
mix-up,
fun.
and it forces people to practice new things, which I think is always something welcomed in comp, especially when things can get stale.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. No, that was a blast. That was a really, really fun game. And the best part is the hatch is just really weird because there's no way to make the hatch spawn in a certain
that's
spot.
the only downside in my opinion. Like
Downside, that makes it I'm kidding.
No, there is nothing worse than securing a 4K as a killer, but then the last survivor gets a fresh hook out on the randomized hatch. Nah, I'm not playing that. I would be so mad.
Oh, I feel that. No, I totally get that. But with that said, that is the end of trial number 1, 21-10. We'll be back into trial number 2 shortly as Petroleum will be switching to the Spirit. And I am expecting a lot of bloodshed. I'm wondering how many gens of survivors can get done because the Spirit is just insane.
Yeah, on this map too, I think she's very strong.
Oh yeah, for sure. But with that said, we'll be back in just a bit. Stay tuned, folks. All right, folks, welcome back to trial number 2. We have Momo on the Spirit, loading up momentarily. And Juke has high hopes for this match. Care to share with the class?
I just had an interesting perk build idea that I really hope gets run, that's all.
Okay, so if this happens, will you squeal like a grade school child, like getting candy at a cafeteria? Like,
Can't confirm one way or the other, but I will be excited.
I will be too. It does sound like a pretty cool build. We'll have to see. I would imagine it's going to be a kind of a standard build, but knowing that you had a Legion before, and I guess the question was, I guess you weren't maybe expecting Legion to perform that well on that map potentially, but obviously that 3-gen and Call of Brine Eruption just clenching it for the Legion there. So you can't play super, relaxed, but I don't know.
Not at all. They definitely played the Legion very well there, and so it put them in a much more favorable position than probably was anticipated on paper, like you said. So I think this could still go either way. This is anyone's game at this point.
That is a fair point. Unfortunately, it is not the build that the Jukebox was hoping for, and and a sprint.
He's playing it safe. He's playing it safe. I get it. In a game that's this close, I kind of get it. You got to play it safe.
Yeah.
No corrupt intervention, though.
True.
Speaking of playing it safe, no corrupt. So that's still.
Ooh, a little bit of a loss on the 50-50 coin flip there from the Kate, and they will take a hit. Power going to be up in just a couple seconds here. Might be able to finish it off.
Yeah, this could be potentially a very fast chase.
Ooh, good mind game there. But
Playing
here's
well on
the
the
power.
pallet, but they don't make anything.
True. First hook coming in for the Spirit player. And yeah, now thinking about it, even if you can get the 4K with Spirit, the question is that same issue that Legion had. A survivor got out through the hatch, so
That could
Can't let too-
happen.
ooh, pain res.
All right.
Okay. That's a lot of slowdown.
Brutal.
True. Brutal strength. Okay. I guess the Spirit imagines gonna be a lot of kicking. Oh, if that's Eruption and/or Call of Brian, there's gonna be a lot of kicking this game.
Oh yeah. Also, not to I guess the thought process is god pallets because Spirit can play every pallet on the map except for the god pallets. So
True.
need someone for those, I guess. It'd be interesting if Teacup were allowed.
Oh goodness. They do get the unhook. Spirit immediately going back to it after kicking that generator. I don't know if that generator is going to be able to get finished before they get it down here. Maybe? Looks like they're going to go for the tunnel on the Kate, potentially.
Yeah, get someone out of the game.
Though they're going for the drop down. And, oh, they didn't have to go for the drop down. Ace is going to take a hit.
They're not in the worst position, though. They can definitely make this a long chase if they played this pallet correctly.
True, and they do finish a gen.
Playing very patiently.
Agreed.
And then got the god pallet, too.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to get out of dodge, but the Spirit's gonna be able to follow it up. Can they dodge this next phase? Ooh, good attempt there. Very, very close. And the Spirit is not able to get them on that, so this Kate will be able to get to the next tile. Doing a really good job. Oh no, here's the 50-50.
And it's on a dropped pallet, which makes it even more unsafe. But it's actually opts to leave and goes down to the oh well, unfortunately. But that was a decent chase. But
True.
With that down, did you see what I saw?
That was Eruption.
Yep.
Was Eruption. However, no one screamed, so they were either ready for it or the gens wasn't even worked on. Sounds like there's no progress on it. So 2 stages for the Spirit. Only 1 generator done so far for these survivors. Was that Scourge Truck? I don't think it was.
Honestly, I was distracted by the eruption, so I didn't.
Fair. Yeah, Spirit hearing a gen inside the drop room. Oh, that's close. That is an injured. Is that Ace or?
That's Ace. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're doing a good job pressuring the gen.
I didn't even hear that survivor. Interesting. They do get the unhook here, but they're going to leave the slug in favor of tunneling out the Ace. However, they find Nancy instead and going to give them a slap.
Yeah, if the Kate can somehow manage to avoid getting found, they could potentially bring this back pretty easily. But if the Spirit is able to get this tunnel out, that would be very favorable for Petroleum.
True. They even get the pickup and the heal on Ace. I'm wondering if a survivor with We'll Make It got the pickup on Ace, because that was a very quick pickup.
Yeah, probably. And a heal already. Yeah, you're probably right about that.
However, Kate nowhere to be seen. Honestly, she might even be hiding from the survivors at this point. She is gone.
Yeah, completely gone. She did a really good job getting away from that tunnel. So that's going to deny a lot of pressure from our killer here.
For sure. And there was another gen that had some decent progress on it. If they're able to finish that, that's 2 gens to 2 hook stages. However, Ace going down here. First hook state for them coming up. And they do manage to get the Kate fully healed. Yeah, that will help them out a lot. Especially if they can keep that Kate hidden. Well, Kate screamed, so she's on some gen somewhere.
Uh-oh.
I'm so glad.
Too.
Oh my goodness, Call of Bride has absolutely obliterated that gen.
Yeah.
That gen was nearly done. Holy cow. Oh, they did a second gen though.
Unfortunately, though, that's going to give our killer information that that's where the Kate probably is, since that was the most progressed gen.
That is a good point.
That too, yeah.
Was it Kate able to get out? Is that? Oh, it's Nancy, not Kate. Yeah, Spirit was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Still scratch marks here. It could. This is lightweight scratch marks.
Yeah, this is Kate.
Oh no.
That is the target that the Spirit was looking for. Now it's all hands on deck. Can you save this Kate?
Yeah, she really needed to leave that gen faster, but unfortunately, Momo caught onto that idea quickly, and she'll be able to get the down here, and that is gonna be the tunnel out.
Indeed, with 2 gens left as well. This is gonna be very difficult to pull up for these survivors. Actually, how many gens can they even afford to get done now? If they can get 2 more and maybe get someone through the hatch, like previously you can tie it up, but...
Yeah, there's still a decent amount of fresh hooks, so if they're able to get a fresh hook through the hatch after popping 2 more gens, that would be a set win.
True.
Getting gens done against the Spirit with 3 players alive, dealing with a triple regression build, it's gonna be tricky.
Absolutely. Yeah, Colubrine Eruption is just that perk combo. I love it. I love it a lot, but it is so strong.
Yeah, it is very, very strong, especially on these I guess high tier killers. I don't know if I'd consider Spirit S anymore, but she's definitely a higher tier killer, and these killers who have fast chases, I should say. Killers who have fast chases get a lot of value out of Colorblind Eruption.
True. So does that mean, do you think Wesker is gonna get value from Colubrine Eruption?
I honestly, I couldn't tell you right now. From my little time testing him on the PTB, well, little time, I spent a few hours. I spent an afternoon. I have a feeling he's going to be the type of killer that people won't realize his true strength until later on.
Right.
I think when the right player comes along, they could probably make people realize that there's things you can do on him that people didn't realize. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be insanely strong, but I think he'll be good.
Okay. I've heard that it really. Oh, they just saw the Dwight there too. This might be lights out for the survivors. That gen.
Yeah, they are getting interrupted everywhere and stopping the hook save too. Oh, Nancy was there as backup.
They were. Now the question is, does Ace have borrowed time? Do they have decisive? Do they have? Looks like they have decisive, but how much is it going to help you? 3 seconds. Spirit phases.
Does he have live? If he has live, he might be fine.
Maybe.
Nope, didn't have an exhaustion. It seems like that's gonna be.
I think they had balance. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
not able to get away, and that is Death Hook coming in for Ace.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, if you can combine your GS with a live or something, you can actually get a lot of distance from it. But
True.
I'm curious to see what exhaustion he has in endgame. Unfortunately, down to 2 survivors. Got a 1v2 with 3 gens remaining. God tier chase needs to happen.
Yeah, if the survivor is able to do 1 more gen and then get a survivor that's fresh out of the gate, they can still get the set, because that's denying the killer an additional 3 points from that first hook. But that's about the only situation I can see here. And both these survivors are fresh. We'll have to see how it goes down. Because as soon as you get this hook, they need to, yeah, that gen's not getting done, and we're going to see the slug for the 4K here, because you know where the Nancy was. I think they might even hear them. Yeah, Nancy was back on this gen.
Marks. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Yeah, this will be, looks like the 4K for the killer. Well, I say that. Okay, now they found him.
Yep, they found him. Only possibility at this point is an unbreakable into a 90-second chase. So
maybe
that's what I'm expecting right now.
We have seen stranger things. Oh, they did the pickup with a soul card.
Let's go.
All right, that is that's step 1 through 2. Now we just need, the next 13.
Yeah. So you got to mend and get a 90-second gen. Okay.
Yep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, going down pretty quickly afterward. I imagine this is why it's not able to get that much distance. Good attempt, though. Good attempt.
Yeah, no unbreakable located yet, so
True.
Could still be on the Nancy.
And they do find.
I'm just feeling optimistic right now. I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. I get that. Yeah, and if there's an unbreakable on Nancy, you've got a shot here, but you still got to wait out 60 seconds for the survivor to bleed out. We haven't seen a deliverance either, I don't think.
That's true.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Everything's not out
Here's
yet.
the play.
We'll
Here's
see.
the play.
Okay.
Dwight dallies and gets on a gen, and Nancy picks herself up with Unbreakable and then runs the Spirit for 90 seconds.
There you go.
That's the play.
There you go.
I'm expecting this to happen right now.
And then Dwight comes in for the body block, and Nancy disappears.
And then she gets out. Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
I mean, that's easy if you think about it.
Oh my goodness.
Although we're joking right now about that, but Nancy can't be found, so bleed out is still possible.
True, that will help a lot for the match point. Well, I don't think it does the set point, but the match point could definitely have that happen. Though, I guess you could technically bleed out on this map. It is possible. I don't know. We'll have to see. This will be interesting. But while we wait for, whether the bleed out timer, the deli, the unbreakable, whatever to come, how do you feel about behavior messing with for the first time ever, messing with the terror radius of a killer that's larger than 32 instead of making it smaller?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the point was, if I'm being honest. I think it's always good when they try new things. I think that's always a step in the right direction. New things keep games alive. It keeps things fresh. I don't know what a 40 meter terror radius is really going to do. I really don't know. I mean,
my personal thought is that because Wesker has that mobility, then they can just come in out of nowhere. It's kind of like a more fixed nurse where it's like you could have a better idea that the killer can actually jump on you at any time. That's the only thing.
Yeah, bigger terror radiuses. One of two things can happen: either you leave your gen as soon as you hear it and you have so much distance, or you get confused as to where the killer is because it's so large, and then you get caught off guard. So one of those two things can happen with a large terror radius.
True. Also, yeah, I think we just heard the Nancy.
Yeah, I heard the Nancy.
Did they get a crow?
I think they got a crow. I just heard a crow. Yep.
Why?
Two friends.
Why? You could have forced the bleed out. I'm so confused by this. They were doing so well hiding this whole time.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. They will be able to secure the 4K though with about a minute left on the bleed out timer, and that will get them the set win.
Yeah, well played from Petroleum here. I mean,
true.
They did a good job holding their own for a little while there. It's hard to deal with the tunnel out. Once the tunnel out happens, there's just so much pressure to bring back the pressure to the survivor side is very, very hard at that point.
Absolutely. But with that said, we will be seeing Petroleum take home the W for set number 1. But now it is on to set number 2, which is going to be on. Care to take a guess? RPD.
Midwich. Darn.
So close. It was close. It's fine. Honestly, I'm kind of excited to see RPD coming in next. I think it's in the step in the right direction. Maybe not the perfect, but I like it more than RPD currently. What do you think? How do you like the new RPD?
Well, once they fix their mistakes that they made that are very apparent, I think it'll be better than before at the very least. But
you mean like double God palette on the stairs?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. My first walkthrough of it, I didn't even notice it. It wasn't until I saw online people talk. Yeah, no, I know. I usually notice those kinds of things at first, like, oh, what are these loops that I can abuse? Like, these are great.
Yeah.
I didn't notice double God palette until someone mentioned it, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, I hate this.
It's so awful. But like even like obviously that's gonna get fixed. I like the layout better. Obviously it's still large, but it's not nearly as bad as just like how big was that? Like if you took that map and laid it out flat instead of multiple stories, like that map is huge.
Yeah, it is the biggest map in the game, I'm fairly certain. And I really wish that they had just completely closed off each side of the map for each variation though. They have the east wing and the west wing, like
I could feel that.
Like, cut out like half of the part of that map, like not the whole thing, really. Unfortunate.
I would have
liked to see that. I like the new outdoor area they added. I think that's neat.
True, it is a little nice, and it's interesting because we kind of saw bits and pieces of that when people would obviously use the modded game and was able to go and look outside the map. Those areas were kind of already developed. They just weren't utilized, which is kind of cool.
You know, I can actually say for a fact that I have jumped out of bounds on RPD as Victor before.
Really?
And yeah, actually, yeah. So I have seen those firsthand as Victor as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, again, we got trial number 3 coming up very soon. If you didn't know already, you are our sponsors. We appreciate you sitting here watching us, enjoying the content that we bring you, the competitive scene. You all mean so much to us. We appreciate it. Sit through with these ads very, very much, please. Thank you. We'll be back in just a short bit. All right, folks, welcome back to Trial 3. We're going to be seeing a wraith of all killers on RPD here. I don't know how, like, obviously they can skirt around the map a little bit. We probably will see, like, sloppy hit and run tactics, but how do you feel about wraith on RPD? Like, nothing I was expecting.
I don't think it's not terrible. With the right add-ons, you can breeze through the pallets. And
You mean like Shadow
ones
Dance Serpent?
Uh,
Isn't that common on every killer now? Or on
not, Serpent is dead now, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, it's not needed. You can run you can run movement speed or uncloak speed. I really like uncloak speed with
Swift Hunt?
Yeah, Swift Hunt Shadow Dance is probably my favorite.
I love Swift Hunt too. Yeah. Is that
and that's
what,
what
12%?
I've been seeing that. Yeah, 12%. I've been seeing that in DBDL a lot. Is Swift Hunt and Shadow Dance together?
Okay.
I don't see Serpent. I haven't seen Serpent in months.
Interesting. See, I've always remembered like Serpent, Bamboozle, and everything like that. So
yeah,
I'm washed, chat. I'm behind the times. This is why we have Juke here. They're the young blood.
Sure.
Hey, you know what's up? I'm here for it though. I am very much here for it.
Which add-ons are those? That's
Shadow Dance and All Seeing.
Okay, All Seeing works too, actually. On RPD, especially with these thin walls. Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Bamboozle, like you said, there it is. Yeah.
And ooh, this is gonna be spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, the greed. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to greed these pallets because pre-throwing it, the race just walks around like this.
Yup.
So that's probably gonna be first hit.
And a good old sloppy to boot.
Yeah, who would have guessed sloppy butcher on Wraith? You never see that ever.
Right?
Definitely.
Never. Oh goodness, but also
No
no
corrupt
corrupt.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I think the same
Interesting. Uh-oh, do we get the bird? They do!
Oh!
Oh!
I was gonna say that was late. That was not late, actually. Wow.
Yeah, I think the survivor
well
body
timed.
blocked him a bit.
Yeah, you have to for that. But yeah, they actually did it successfully. And so yeah, that was good.
That was. I'm wondering if
There's
we're
a
gonna
lot
see
of
some
time.
flashbangs as well.
Yeah, I would love to flashbang. And you know what's interesting now with how COTF does their medkit now? You can't really run streetwise on your flashlight anymore.
True. Oh, they get the hit through the
no.
pallet there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, eruption and Call of Brine. Oh my goodness, that was insane. The stun into the hit over the pallet, that was gross.
Yeah. See, I think he got confused on which side he was on, so he vaulted late. Because if he had vaulted right away, he would have been fine.
Right.
That's so unfortunate.
That is insane chase there from the Wraith though, and yeah, they're gonna reapply Call of Brine to that gen. I don't think Eruption was off cooldown just yet, but who's counting? Oh, this Nancy isn't counting. Yeah, the question is, with all these safe pallets here, how many can Wraith get out of the way?
Yeah, getting this one out of the way would be pretty key, especially since it's connected to the middle. So it's a good one to get, and yeah, getting out of the way quickly, it's gonna be good for the long run here.
True. Survivors do get a gen though. 1 gen to 1 hook here. Nancy just kind of not caring the Wraiths. Everybody's like, yeah, I see you. I got time to run. They do get the unhooked. Yeah, Wraith is gonna go straight back for the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't camp him the second, if I'm being honest. Especially with a corner hook like this, it's pretty easy to do that. Will the heal? Yeah,
Yeah, they get the heal through sloppy.
Yeah, and it wasn't even will make it. Could have been desperate, I guess, or maybe leader. There's a few options there, but yeah.
True.
Somewhat of a fast heal to go through sloppy there.
And this is the server with the flashlight. Not going to be using it though, and it looks like they're probably going to be going. No? Yeah, they're going to be going down up here. And there's the eruption. I'm kind of curious, what's the play for coming up here? Waste time?
Waste time, I guess. Yeah. Rather than playing the pallet, I guess. I mean, I think I would have played the pallet, but maybe he wasn't feeling confident today. I don't know.
Maybe. They do finish
I mean, it
Synergen.
wastes time. It wastes time. Yeah, they got Synergen probably because of that too.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. So they do secure the center gen, which honestly in this map is really pivotal to do, I think.
Yeah, it really spreads out the gens. It makes it much harder to hold.
They do have a 3 gen over here though, especially for Wraith who can just traverse between the two. And as we said, with if you can traverse around, you got Call Up Ryan Eruption, you're in a good spot here.
Yeah, definitely.
They have not broken the 3 gen just yet. And the Survivor over here in the middle. I don't think Wraith saw him.
Worth noting that
there.
no one else is injured right now, so these survivors kind of have free reign of what they want to do next.
True, true. And Deliverance on the Dwight there.
Or renewal, either way.
Oh, true, true.
Could be either one. I want to say it's probably a Deli. It's probably, yeah, based on the way he's playing, that's got to be Deli. There's no way. But he's not going to last much longer. DS maybe?
Oh.
And Eruption from that.
No DS? Oh, they might have been calling it just to make sure that they can time when they, like you said, when the Eruption happens, but they didn't get the call right, so they, I don't know, that was
Maybe he probably meant to fast vault it is what happened, and then he slowed by accident, is my guess.
Maybe. Weird play, but now this is a central look, and honestly, I think this is exactly where Wraith wants to be.
Oh yeah, especially with the 3 gen here. Interrupting 2 survivors on the gen as well. This could be maybe even 2 seconds sloppy. Okay, chasing the quad though.
Ah, it looks like they're just gonna tag and run.
Yeah, tag and run is probably. I mean, personally, I think if you are able to get a central hook like this and then injure all the survivors, this person just dies on hook.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's so much time healing. Nancy coming in for the unhook, but no one else to be seen. They're gonna need another survivor to come help them. How is that not a grab?
Oh, they played that so aggressively and it paid off.
It did. Yeah, Dwight trying to use that flashlight now, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get anything. Yeah, Wraith dodging the light burn, Bamboozle keeping them inside. Ace coming in for the body block. Nancy does get reset, I'm assuming from their med kit. And did they break the 3 gen?
I think so.
Yeah, I think they broke the 3 gen, so good job for these survivors. Oh my goodness, this dude is making so much out of nothing. No balance landing twice. Twice the survivors jumped and no balance.
Yeah.
And this is Death Hook. Did they actually break the 3 gen? Yeah, they did. Okay.
Yeah, they did. The survivors are actually in a pretty decent spot right now.
True, true. Even in the 3v1, you just take them to the other side of the map where the gens aren't being worked on.
Yeah.
Oh, this gen has no progress whatsoever. Ace still injured, though. Claudette and Nancy, well, Nancy now injured. Yeah, and they still have this God palette up. You drop it here, right? Yeah, you absolutely drop that. Not gonna make much distance.
Yeah,
Oh,
the distance you get because of Shadow Dance is just so minimal.
That's so gross. And now you're working with the most unsafe palette in the game.
No, this is the best pod in the game.
I mean,
never drop it. Yeah, never drop it. Never drop it. Never drop it. Never drop it.
Oh my goodness. This is like some seawall gaming here.
Yeah. Nancy played that very well, though.
They really did. Wasted like infinitely more seconds than I would have expected.
Yeah,
Considering I was expecting 0. Oh, there's basement here. They're not going to use it though. Interesting. All right. First hook coming in for the Nancy.
You know, I kind of see it. This doorway is blockable. Meaning they would be forced to go all the way around.
It's a good point. Uh-oh, Ace getting caught out as well. They did get a heal, but not for long. Now the question is, where's the Claudette in all this? Deliverance has already been used, so 1 second chance perk has been used already. Honestly, I don't really feel like they got that much value out of Deliverance.
No, they really didn't. I think he was trying to wait for a good time to do it, but unfortunately, without information on where the killer was, I think he just kind of timed it poorly because he didn't have any gauge of how far the killer was from him.
Fair point. And while they do get the unhook, now it is Ace's turn to play around the unsafe palette. Dropping it. All right, well, they ult. Oh, geez. There's the eruption. I think we might be looking at a 4K. Stars might be able to get one more gen done, maybe.
They should get one more done, but they really need the longer chases than what's happening right now.
Right. Yeah. Survivors, like, especially with the Nancy, you just do not get distance on this Wraith right now. Oh, there is somebody over here.
Lots of pallets have been used in this area, too, so you really need to take chase on the other side of the map.
For sure. I think all the survivors have been hooked at this point. Or is Claudette still not been hooked?
I don't remember Claudette.
Oh, no. That all saying is proving to be really good.
Yeah. Another unsafe pallet for the Nancy. Oh.
Yeah, they do get tagged there. The Wraith is wizened up to the game.
Yep. He knows that the Nancy is never going to drop it, so he should just go for the hit early.
Indeed. And this pallet's gone, right?
Yeah, this pallet is gone, so Nancy could potentially make the one in the I don't even know what room this is.
I don't know what you would call it.
The room with the pallet. Yeah, they make the room with the pallet, and this one's a little bit safer than the last one.
True. And they're just gonna go straight for the Shadow Dance kick. They do get the unhook on the ace, however. Honestly, Nancy is doing exactly what we were saying. The best thing you can do is take chase on this other side.
Yeah, she has a God Pot coming up, but I don't think she can make it. Yeah.
No. Second hook coming in on the Nancy. However, if the survivors, if they're not healing the ace right now, they might be able to be doubling up on a gen and figure shit.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely crucial right now, is that they should be doubling a gen to get it done. Oh, the second hook for Nancy.
Yeah, second hook for Nancy.
So yeah, it was the Claudette. It was the Claudette then. That is fresh hook. You're right.
Yep.
Will they get the gen is the question here.
True. I don't know. There's no other slowdowns. Unhook on the Nancy. That means that there's nobody. Wait, what gen are they on then? Yeah, Race Wonder with the same thing. It's like, wait, they know about another gen that's to work on. Oh, wow. They had so much progress on this.
Yeah, that's some decent progress.
Call Up Brian's going to be regressing that so much, though. And Claudette's the only one here, too. Like, obviously, now you need to reset both Nancy and Ace, and they are doing just that. Both of these pallets are going to go away, though. Claudette, you need to be running.
Too. Yeah.
Claudette is very bold, let's say.
Yeah, and it looks like she's running towards the no pallet here and not coming up on anything very safe. This pallet's actually pretty good, but
they're
leaving it, taking it to the other unsafe pallet in this map. Yet another one. And ooh.
Cheeky, but this gen is regressing so much right now, and Eruption's gonna make it go even. Yeah. Both survivors have reset, but now this killer can just camp this hook while this gen, like, obviously survivors can, if the Wraith stays here, you can go work on another gen on the other side, but now this gen's gonna regress to nothing. Just, kind of wish Nancy could have sat on the hook a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is definitely a tricky situation to be in.
For sure. They are on the far gen, most likely. Yeah, how much progress does this have? Not much.
Not much.
And this ace is death hook. Oh, they're not using the God palette. I'd be using that by now. You need to use it.
Yeah, maybe they're hoping for it to be used in a longer chase later on so that they can get last gen done, but I think that is going to prove to be a mistake here as Ace is going to go down.
Yeah, this is death hook here. Looks like renewal on the Claudette, like you said before. So that survivor does not need to be worried about getting healed. They might be able to stop that gen. I mean, if they stopped it at 50, they have a chance.
Yeah, but the thing is, it regressed so much from Call O'Brien.
True.
There's a chance. I really wish I could. Yeah, they're gonna be close on that gen, but I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Really will be. I love how the Wraith is just faster just to go straight through it. Oh, they are gonna be able to finish it.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. That's actually key.
That is huge there. And they're going after the Nancy. If Nancy goes down and they can't find Claudette, Claudette could get out, which will be another 2 points for them because that's 2 stages.
Nancy's dead on hook, so he would have to slug her, meaning that another bleed out play could be in progress here too.
True. That would deny another 2 points total. Yeah, they're gonna go for the slug play. All right, as Claudette, do you sneak around and wait for the bleed out, or do you try and do a gen, like a couple seconds, then walk away, couple seconds, walk away?
No, you fully salt this out now, because
this map is so big and there's so many places to check. Although if they don't know, if they don't know about the all-seeing by now, though.
Oh no, the scratch marks. Wait, did the Wraith not see the scratch marks?
I don't think he saw the scratch marks.
Oh.
He's looking very carefully for her. It's gonna be a gamble here. If she can get in a locker,
True.
she's good to go. But then it's the question of when do you leave the locker? You need to make sure you don't get a crow. And if you leave at the exact wrong time, then he gets the aura reading. Or if he decides to check the lockers, it's completely a gamble at this point.
You check lockers quick with the Shadow Dance. Oh, Colubrine. Oh, they're doing what I was saying. Oh no.
Yeah, they are wasting a lot of time on the bleed out and doing this, but
True. Now you check all the lockers in this area.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're still doing skill checks.
No.
Claudette, no. Claudette, you absolute mad lad. They're not even going towards the God Palette. Well, now you can go for the pickup. If Nancy was crawling over here, you can do pickup.
Her and maybe in their Soul Guard play.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Claudette running for their life here. Found a pallet. Do you have balance landing? You better hope. Nope. They don't. And barring this, Nancy's able to find a way to bleed out, which bleeding out is so much harder than stealthing out here.
Yup.
Yeah, that's right. That's perfect.
Extra time waste because the hook is farther away.
I don't know. I don't see this Nancy able to bleed out.
Yeah, and you gotta wait for the 2 skill checks too. So.
True. We'll see.
Yeah,
Again, like not being able to jump in a locker to be able to hide your aura is just. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Nancy's just over here by hooks. Like, hook me, please. And that is the 4K from the Wraith at 1 gen remaining. Survivors did a really good job finishing, what, 2 generators? Yeah, they finished 2 out of 3 we won.
Very well played.
Honestly, as best as you could hope for in that, it felt like a pretty early tunnel out, too.
Yeah, honestly, it was pretty quick in regards to Wraith especially, so.
Oh, Claudette with the Soul Guard. Oh, you're right. That's why they were able to get that. They had desperate measures for that unhook. That's why it worked out. That's why they could do it so aggressively.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah, good call there. But with that said, I do believe with the no, match point is still in contention. I think actually, if How Do We Get Here has a really strong 4K, they could manage to get the match point still. It is still on the line. It is all up in the air, as they say. Is that what they say?
Is that what they say?
I hope that's what they say.
I'm too tired to be thinking about this.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But with that said,
maybe it's what they say.
We have one more match on RPD. Care to take a gander? I think you're gonna enjoy it. What killer? What killer would you like?
If you're saying I'm gonna enjoy it, then it's probably.
It's not Plague.
Is it Twins?
No, that would be fun. Oddly enough, no. I don't know if I'll ever see Hag.
Dredge?
Yes.
Let's go.
There you go. Third time's the charm.
We got it.
I am excited. The last time I saw Dredge on this map, I was like a kid in a candy store. It was so fun.
Yeah, Dredge is not terrible on this map.
For sure. And it looks like none other than our commissioner himself, Guildspire, will be playing the Dredge as well. So I expect to see at least one spicy play. At least one. But with that said, we'll be setting this trial up very shortly. Again, thank you for sticking with us. All the bits, subs, donations, ad watching, it really helps us out on the back end as we are trying to improve the viewing experience for you, the viewer. And with that said, we'll be back very shortly. Stay tuned, folks. All right, folks, welcome back to trial number 4. And I spoke a little bit too soon last time. I did not have the updated score being 58-33. It is not possible for How Do We Get Here to be getting the match point because, well, okay, barring some penalty that Petroleum gets, it is 25 points in the lead. You can only get 24 as killers, so that is one too many for the killer to get. But with that said, it is not impossible to still get these set points if you have an absolutely insanely cracked game as Dredge. What do you think?
That is definitely still possible. You have to 4K at 1 gen for the tie, 4K at 2 for the win, for the set win. So, still possible.
Look at that. Seeing Worrystone value, these survivors have locked these lockers up and immediately finding them. It is still nightfall.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the starting in nightfall add-on. I think it's very strong.
It's pretty sweet. Also, this survivor is playing super safe.
Oh, really good fake out there. Oh, not quite able to get the hit.
Not quite. Yeah, going ahead and breaking that lock. Okay, riddle me something. Do the locks come back after you break them?
I don't think so.
I thought they didn't either. Someone said that they did, and I'm like, that's not how that works, right?
I mean, maybe?
Oh, they almost got tagged.
Yeah, so close. It's unfortunate that the lockers work that way, where if you lock one, then you'll automatically go to that locker. So,
right.
It's just unfortunate.
You think they'll fix that, or is that intentional?
It's probably intentional.
Very possible. Good vault back, and this probably will result in the first hit of the game. There you go. Hit number 1 on the Claudette. Nothing really to be seen besides corrupt intervention here from our killer so far, to my knowledge.
Yeah, nothing we can mention quite yet, but he's playing on the unsafe pallet here, getting a little gets the hit too. Very nice.
Really well done. No real progress on the gens just yet. Maybe one possibly going to be finishing here in just a second. Survivors have been pretty keen on getting these lockers locked up and ready for the game.
Yeah, I think it's important to lock one in every area, which is probably what they ended up doing, especially if you're working on a gen near them.
Absolutely. Don't want to get caught off guard too much. Brutal strength. Okay. Was that a survivor they just passed? Or is that a growth on the side? I thought that might have been a survivor.
Maybe? I didn't notice.
Dropping the pallet behind him. Interesting. Oh, they see the gen down here. They hear it.
Yeah.
Good ears. I did not hear that gen being worked on. Good knowledge. Also worth noting is every time they teleport, they do get a little bit more of their power back. So teleporting just to get a little bit of distance and get ahead is not the worst idea.
Yeah, that is true.
Looks like Claudette does get unhooked and is fully healed as well. I think you have to break this pallet. They're just gonna leave the pallet entirely and walk all the way around.
Yeah.
Second god pallet here. Oh my word. Yeah, now we're kind of seeing where Dredge struggles just a little bit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he is still an M1 killer, so...
Oh, man. Survivor's doing a really good job. You think they might have practiced a bit against the Dredge? Maybe just a little bit?
I would assume they at least practiced a little bit in preparation for the game, because Dredge RPD is definitely something that you don't practice as a team, like, ever. So, you gotta be ready for anything, so...
True, true. First gen coming down for these survivors. Continuing, I think they might be really trying to hold on to a 3-gen here. To be fair, those 2 top gens in the bathrooms are really close.
Yeah, those are ridiculously close to each other, but it's going to be very hard to keep this bottom gen intact with them.
Interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, these survivors are doing this really well. I think you might have to just sneak up there and start breaking those locks so they can't do that.
Yeah, they are locking one at a time and just keeping it as optimal as possible.
You get the hit over the vault. Oh! Nope, a little bit of fake there. Nightfall incoming now as they get that hit. Will they be able to get a... Oh, that pallet's still there? I feel like this pallet should have been broken long ago.
Yeah, especially when you have brutal strength. There's no reason to keep that around.
True. Survivor might be able to get enough distance here. Will they be able to get God Pallet? Looks like they will be able to. Yeah. Survivor's playing this really, really safe.
Yeah, they really are. They're leaving these gens really early. They're locking the locks. Yeah, I mean, there's just not a whole lot you can do as a Dredge here. You're somewhat limited by how the survivors play because you're such a basic #1 killer. So
True.
It's very tricky.
Yeah, and they are abandoning the chase after 2 gens pop. This third one over here trying to get it down, but now they have broken the 3-gen effectively on both sides. I don't know what Dredge can do more here.
Well,
Third generator.
All that's left here is a draw then for the 4K at 1, but with only 1 stage on the board, that is going to be very, very hard.
True, and draw goes to the match point currently, so that was enough generators to finish the game. I feel like not breaking this pallet might have cost them. They needed the eruption value. That is tough. This is super tough.
Yeah, just not quite able to get any of the downs. I mean, Dredge is good on this map for traversing it, but you can't really play any of the God palettes, so...
Right.
Not a whole lot you can do in that area. Definitely not as good as Midwich or Larry's for him.
True, true.
Or it, I should say.
I wonder if after RPD comes live, if it'll be a little bit easier. I don't know.
Still a lot of God palettes though, aren't there?
Yeah, there's plenty of God
they-
palettes still, but
Yeah.
there's not nearly as much you can loop and check. Oh my goodness, these guys are tripling out the gen. How Dredge is stuck inside. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they prepped the entire map ready. Just really, really good job. Survivor's played incredibly well.
Yeah, it is interesting to see that kind of strategy. It's like reverse of like Trapper and Hag. They need their setup killers, but against Dredge, you're like setup survivors. I think it's a pretty neat concept, but kind of another law.
Oh man. They do find 2 other survivors and are gonna chase them around, but again, with your 3-gen being broken. Yeah, look at how close those 2 gens are up there. That'd been insane if they could have held that 3-gen.
Yeah, that is a very, very tight 2-gen there, and yeah, the 3rd gen is just so split from them, unfortunately.
We find the Nancy getting another hit. Nightfall incoming again. The survivors just keep resetting without Sloppy. That like.
Yeah, no Sloppy does make this a lot more difficult.
Check to see if there was a locker in there they could have teleported to, but nothing to be found. I think Matsy might even make it to the. Yeah, they make it to this pallet again. Oh, is this gonna be a locker save? Yeah, there's the flashlight. They miss it!
Oh no!
They missed the flashlight! How? How could you?
Well, they tried at the very least.
They
That's
did,
something.
they did. Lori be taking a hit here, but this will result in a hook. First hook for the Nancy.
Trying desperately to stop these gens from getting done.
Yeah, but these gens aren't even touched. It's the other side. Someone upstairs. Sounds like this gen has actually regressed significantly. So gens have kind of reset back to where they were, it seems.
Yeah, survivors opting to take this pretty slow and reset themselves. I mean, you can afford to do that when there's still 4 of you alive.
True, true. And then you can wait out this nightfall entirely, wait for the killers, all the pressure to reset, yeah.
Yeah. Although, these pallets have been used.
True, the pallets are gone. That gen back there on the other side has been significantly reduced. Balanced landing could be huge here. No, no balanced landing. Decisive strike? No decisive strike either.
Well, stages are slowly adding up now.
True, true. That is 4 hook stages here for the killer. Immediately gonna be teleporting back there, but I imagine if they tripled up on it. They didn't bother locking it. Maybe there is comeback potential. It's just, I feel like the survivors have to make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, it's just, again, really comes back to your basic M1 killer.
Yep.
You rely on survivor mistakes to really play the game, honestly. That's why these lower tiered killers really do struggle.
Uh-oh. This is both survivors that are injured here. At the very least, 1 goes down, possibly 2. Now they do get to these pallets. Oh, good mind game there.
Patience, yeah. Has to drop and go back to the gen with the call of Brian, letting them know that the gen is being worked on here.
True. So Nancy is over here. Do you? Yeah, they're just gonna commit strike. Their nightfall incoming again. All these teleports and just hit and runs. Oh, but they will. Yeah, they will be able to finish it here. And that is 5 gens done. The question is, how many outs are we gonna see? I'm expecting at least 3.
It's gotta be a 3 out in this situation with no end game perks now that all the perks have been revealed.
True.
Yeah.
Teleporting to the basement just to try and get closer to this exit gate. And they're opened regardless.
Yeah, these survivors played very quickly and optimally this game. Just locking on the lockers, hopping on the gens, decent chases, and you're good to go. But oh, Nancy
does get caught out, but she is death hooked. Flooded as well, but this exit gate is open. Yeah, we're probably gonna be seeing the 3 out here. Yeah, again, like I said, I was talking about this before the game. Just, I really expected Dredge to be a high tier killer, and this killer is just, I like the design. I think they're really cool, really scary and interesting, but yeah, they just are not performing to the level I would have expected.
Not at all. It's I don't know. I feel like they're scared to make these strong killers. And even when they release strong killers, like they could make them stronger in my opinion.
Yeah,
Just,
true.
They don't. And so
I was about to say, that was so close.
Yeah. Very, very close.
The drama. Oh, geez. But that will be the 3 outs, 5 stage for the Dredge. And GGWP to how do we get here? But congratulations to Petroleum on the 3-0 sweep. And we'll be back one more match coming up here in about 50 minutes. This actually went a lot longer than I was expecting. Some of these games actually kind of ground out to a halt.
Yeah, call up Brian, 3 gens, injuries. It really just does slow everything down a lot.
Indeed. But with that said, we'll be moving on to the next match here very shortly. We'll take a 15-minute break, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, Jukebox, thank you for joining me again. It was great to have you. Where can we find you next when you go live?
Jukebox DVD on Twitch.
Sweet action. Are you?
Yep.
By any chance, do you enjoy the Hooked on You?
I have not played Hooked on You.
Darn. I was hoping.
Yeah, I have seen a lot about it, but I have not actually sat down and played it myself yet.
So. Okay, fair enough. Are you gonna be playing DVD tonight? Maybe tomorrow?
At some point, yeah. I mean, yeah, I got a final to take actually, so.
Oh, okay. Priorities.
Priorities.
Look at them, being responsible adults.
My career comes first. Darn.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. But with that said, thank you all for being here. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes. Stay tuned, folks. You've been watching Champions of the Fog.